stomp them little roaches like.
You want to look back on your life 5 to 10 years from now and regret never taking the step or never taking that leap of faith due to fear? Because you fear someone would judge you or laugh at you? Because you fear what they would think of you? Or do you fear looking stupid and be laughed at? You need to get it together and remove this thing called fear from your life. Fear can be so crippling and detrimental to your mental health, to your well-being. It will literally cause you to miss out on opportunities, miss out on friendship, miss out on love, and we don't want to bring that in 2024. No ma'am. And I can bet you that you already know all the steps that you need to take to make your dream a reality, to make your dream come true. But you're just scrolling there on TikTok, scrolling there on YouTube, getting all the materials that you already have multiple of through those 50 videos you have watched on how to start a YouTube channel, how do I start a job, how do I get that person to like me, and all of that. Yeah, I know you have done it because I have. You need to get over this fear because you have what it takes. You just need to take all those information that you have gathered and put it into action. Once you do that, you can definitely make your dream a reality. And I want you guys to comment down below and tell me if you have never looked up how to become a YouTuber or how to start a business. If you did it, then that's fine. Here's a cookie. I was in so much fear of not being my true self. I was literally wearing a mask, and because of that, no one knew who I really was. And I saw that throughout my channel. I have such a sparkling personality. It would captivate so much people. But the thing is, I would never bring her to the surface for fear of being judged. Especially if I go into public and do a vlog. I would fear what people think of me, that they're laughing behind my back, like giving me side eyes because I was doing something that I love. Or being chastised for using the wrong words in a video. I would always want to look prim and proper for, my videos, because who would want to see someone with crust in their eye, like probably a stain on their shirt or their hair not perfectly combed. I wanted everything to be perfect to the point that it came off as disingenuous. That made me not want to do videos anymore because I'd be sitting there worried what others would think of me for being the real me. But now you're going to get this morning breath. My room looking a mess, and me trying to get my life together. And that's okay with me because I'm being true and me. And I'm not saying that you can't put yourself together for a video. You can, but ensure that you're doing it for you and not just for others. So I'm going to help you guys with these steps on how to whip fear in the butt and... So now we got that out of the way. First, we need to uncover what causes fear. So we know that fear is an unpleasant emotion that can be caused whether by the threat of being in danger, in harm, being judged, rejected. And a big part of fear to me is the fear of the unknown. These are inherent wirings. We are so programmed to live in fear in everything that we do. And this all stems from prehistoric days. So this is not your fault. I can tell you that most of us, if not all, blame ourselves for having these thoughts. Thoughts of wanting to try something new, to start that business, or to make that video is not being accomplished because you think that there are people out there that are waiting for you to fail, that they're going to hate you for trying something new that's going to better your life. And so what? If they are jealous of you for all of that, it's because they don't have the backbone like you. You actually took the step. You took the initiative and went ahead and get started on that thing that you wanted to accomplish. And best believe me, you will accomplish it. Our ancestors lived in a time where they could not venture out or move because of it being hazardous. They were always in survival mode, not knowing that if they were to go out for a hunt, would they even return? It's either kill or being killed. This is not the Stone Ages, so please go and take action. And since we understand now what causes fear, where it stems from, let's get into the next step. I want to share this story with you and maybe you can relate. I don't want to cry, but being vulnerable is good. I want you guys to know the real me. So if it happens, then it's okay. When I was around 8 or 9, I woke up one day with bruises on my skin. And I had this dream of my dad hitting me. I didn't know if it was real or not, but I had the marks. So I went to school without thinking about it. And my homeroom teacher, she actually saw the bruises on my skin and she sent me to the guidance counselor. Mind you, this little tiny thing in the guidance counselor room, not knowing what's going to happen, like what did she do wrong? Like, I don't give trouble, so why am I in the guidance counselor room? So she asked me a series of questions, but 2 of the questions that I actually remember was, who is hitting me? Like, who hit me and what did they hit me with? I was scared. I was scared to open my mouth, but I did tell her that, my dad is the one that hits me. My mom hitting me was like once in a blue moon. When she hits, it's like a connect. But my mom didn't like hit me like that. But my dad, he was the one that hit. So I told her that my dad hits me and he actually hit me with a hose, like a garden hose. I believe it was a garden hose. I'm not sure, but it was a hose. So I told her that. Based on her conclusion and all of the questions that she asked me, it appears to her that I was being abused. And at the time I didn't know about abuse because I was very young. She asked me if she could call the police for me. I told her, no, don't call the police because, I know how my dad is and he will probably actually beat me and end me that day. So, no, don't call him. So, my guidance counselor, Miss Patterson, that's what I'm calling her, she sent me back to my homeroom. And my best friend at the time was wondering what's going on, why I had these marks on me. And I told her what the guidance counselor says, that it appears I was being abused. And her eyes, she opened them so wide. I was like, shit, did something wrong? Like, I shouldn't have told her anything. And I shouldn't have. When I got home, I was so nervous. I don't know why I was nervous. Like, I knew that something bad was going to happen, but I didn't know what. So apparently, my best friend, we live like literally beside each other. It was only one house in between us. So this little girl stood at her gate for the entire time waiting for my dad to pass her. Because he always does. Every time he's leaving work, he has to pass her house before he gets to ours. And apparently, she said to him in her little 8 or 9-year-old voice,
Mr. Brown, why are you abusing my best friend?
For this to trigger a grown man is beyond me. Because the next thing I know, I was outside. I saw him coming, like all of us, kids, cousins, every one of us was in the yard. And he came and he grabbed me by the back of my shirt. I remember I was in an orange blouse and a skirt. I will never forget that outfit. It was my favorite skirt and an orange top. And he grabbed me by the collar and he pulled me on the ground all the way into the house. And he was like,
let me show you abuse.
And he pushed me into my bed and he went into his room. And the fear that took over me, I knew what was going to happen actually. And I did not move. I could not move for the life of me. And he came out with that hose. I still could not run. I stood there, frozen, scared shitless. And the first hit brought me back to reality. And I made the loudest scream ever. He just kept on hitting me and hitting me. And I was shouting and asking him to stop. stop. Like, what did I do? Like, why am I getting hit? Because at the time, I didn't know why. All I'm thinking is, I did my best friend said something to him. Like, what happened? Like, did the teacher call him? Like, what did the police call? I didn't know what happened. I just knew that he was giving me some good ass beating. My aunt, she heard me screaming and she came out and held his hand. She held his hand and said, alright, don't know. And then flash off her hand and continued to hit me again. All I was there thinking was, God, please end my life. Like, end it. Like, just take my life here, because I could not bear the pain anymore. And all of a sudden, my dad, he stopped hitting me. I guess he was satisfied, or maybe what I was pushing for, God made him stop. I really don't know, but I could not move. I laid there in that bed and no one came to check on me. And when I looked at my skin, the wales that were on there made designs because they were overlapping and they were bleeding. Every single one of the wales were bleeding. And at that time I was like, I will never tell anyone anything that is happening in my life, because of fear that either this will happen again or someone will probably do worse to me. Like, I was never gonna tell anyone anything again. And I was saying this story to say that this literally caused me to close off from people. Like, fear of sharing anything. Like, the fear of sharing anything to anybody would result in this. And I grew up with this mentality that, what if I was to tell this person that, they would also want to put hands on me. So I was in this fear of not wanting to get close to anybody. I didn't trust anybody. I didn't trust myself for saying anything. And living with that fear was very crippling. It was keeping me into a shell that it was not good. And I needed to break away from that shell. I had to brave up and start speaking out for myself. Was I scared? Yes, I was. Did I do it? Yes, I did. So I'm here to tell you today that whatever is holding you back from achieving your goal, let this be the moment that you take action, take back your power, and be empowered. I want you guys to know that fear is a false sense of security. And the fact that you are letting fear holding you back, stopping you from doing what you want to do, doing the things that you love, stopping you from posting that video, moving to that new location, starting up your business, will be a continuous wishful thinking. So the window just open. Continuous wishful thinking and you not taking action. Those same people who are laughing at you, who are judging you, are going to be the same people who are wanting to congratulate you, saying that, oh, I knew that you were going to make it. I was rooting for you. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. And now that you see me on my grind, now that you see me accomplishing everything that I wanted and I have it, you're going to want to come and be in my circle? No, nope. You never believed in me, so there is no seat on this ride, so you can step aside. So ladies and gents, you need to figure out what is causing you so much fear of being seen, doing the things that you love, doing what you love. Because fear is so personal, it is so unique to each individual. So you have to come up with this game plan, and I want to help you with a few of these things so you can try to identify, why do you have this fear? So is insecurities stopping you from showing up for yourself? Is it stopping you from talking to that person? Is it stopping you from posting online? Or is it stopping you from starting that business? Here are two simple things that you can do for those insecurities. Either you fix it or you accept it. You can't be living with this insecurity because it will hinder you from doing all the things that you love, from you tracing, that dream, from accomplishing it. And let me tell you this, I was insecure about my smile. Like, believe it or not, I was insecure about my smile, showing my gap teeth, because I thought that I didn't feel pretty when I either talked or smiled. Like, I did not feel pretty at all. I always thought that persons that have straight, perfect teeth with no gap were beautiful. Like, they were the prettiest things. That was my thought. That was my mindset at that time. When I would smile, my top gums, they would show. And to me, I thought that because my teeth were small and spaced, it looked so weird. And it looked ugly to me, not going to lie. I thought that my smile
Girl, you were crazy
was
for thinking
ugly.
that.
And whenever I was in someone, either talking or smiling, I would have my hand in front of my mouth. Just thinking back to it, it was so ridiculous. What would be the icing on the cake is whenever someone would actually compliment me about my smile or my gap teeth. Like, I would think that they would be troubling me, because I'm like, what? You find my smile pretty? Like, I could not accept that compliment because I did not believe that I had a pretty smile. I love it. And the thing is, I wanted to do YouTube, and it would have looked so ridiculous for me to come on YouTube and be like, hey guys, the girl now slays. Like, what is this? What is this? So, for me, what I did to overcome this, I had to start loving my smile. I had to go in the mirror. I went to the mirror, and I was in that mirror so much time. People would think that I was in love with myself, which maybe I am, but at that time, I was trying to love my smile. I would smile and I would say, oh, my smile is so pretty. Like, I love my gap teeth. I started taking pictures because I hated smiling in pictures. No? Oh my goodness. I just be taking pictures of me smiling, and I am in love with my smile. So whenever I get this compliment that I love your smile, your gap teeth is so amazing, I literally smile bigger for them. I love my smile. I love my gap. It's literally my brand. So whatever you guys find insecure about yourself, you either fix it or you learn to accept it. If you have a fear of opening up or being authentic, then this is actually an attachment issue, and also has to do with how you grew up. Did y'all hear my story just now? Okay. And I know that our black parents, when it comes on to emotions, when it comes on to feelings, what are those to them? That seems very foreign, because they have no chill, they have no feelings, most of them. If you try to talk to them about something and they don't know how to handle it or what to even say, they will literally run you, shut up, and go sit down or something like that. Like, you couldn't open up to them. And I believe that this all came from their parents and their parents' parents. So how the heck were they gonna even know how to deal with things like these emotions and feelings? This is where you need to stop and reevaluate yourself. If you want to make true and genuine connection, then you need to open up. You need to be vulnerable. Show that side of you that people are gonna love. And I hope that my videos are coming out genuine, because that girl have ripped off her mask and I am showing the true and authentic me. And I just hope that you guys are doing this too, because life is so beautiful, life is so amazing, and you closing yourself off, being detached, it's not easy. Going through all that trauma and everything is not easy. So if you guys need to write it down, if you guys need to scream it, if you guys need to cry about it, then do that. But being open and vulnerable will literally bring you great things, great connections of people that you didn't know that you needed in your life, okay? How do you know that you're going to fail if you don't even try? How is it even failure if you haven't even started? As long as you're trying, you can never fail. Do you want to know what fail means? Fail means first attempt in learning. Failure is not the end. It's actually the beginning, and it serves as a reminder that every setback, every missed opportunity, and every arrow is a stepping stone towards greatness. Please start changing your mind about these fears because it's only holding you back. If you want to start a YouTube channel and you think that you don't have the camera presence, start talking to yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself, look how you flow, look how you move. And once you're doing that and you get comfortable, start recording the video. Turn on that camera, start recording, speaking, keep practicing. You don't have to post these videos, just keep practicing. And once you feel comfortable enough, will become so easy and feel so natural to you. Just keep practicing. Same goes for the girl or the guy that you like. Send them a text. Call them. Tell them how you feel. Speak your truth and don't worry about what the response is, because two things can either come out of it. One, they will actually like you back. They will have the same feelings that you feel for them, and that would be amazing. However, if they don't, you're just gonna have to accept that. Why? Because they're not meant for you. They can't handle all this goodness. They can't. They wouldn't even know what to do with it. And when the right person comes along, they're gonna match your energy. They're gonna be on the same wavelength of you. And you want to know what? That same person that said no to you will be crawling back like the little roach that they are, wanting to confess that, oh, I love you, I have feelings for you, I was just scared because no, you weren't. No, you weren't. Now that you see me all laid up with my boo and I'm glowing, I'm shining, they know how to cater to me. You wanna call a little coach ass back here? No, that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm gonna do with you? Stomp them little roaches like. Fear is an illusion. Fear is false evidence appearing real. You need to start doing what other people are not doing if you want to live the life you dream of. Look fear dead in the eye, conquer it, and walk in faith. God's got you. The big man up there, he got you. He will not let anything happen to you if you're chasing your dream, if you're going for your dreams. Talk to him. He is there. He just wants you to ask. He says, ask and you shall receive. So guys, please take the action that you need to take now. Chase your dreams. Go for it because it's right there. It is literally right there. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.